East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So FIU's offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McNeil. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. It'll go out of bounds. Depends on where they spot him. It looks as if it'll be around the 45. So the UConn Huskies offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everything.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Complete downfield. And tackled there by the defense.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UConn.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dropping back, it's Carlson. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give on the inside. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on 1st down. Coming after it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. FIU will line up to punt.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletions.
The UConn offense goes back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't.
He's going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. That punt was a bit rushed, and it showed with a short kick. Well, that is not a great punt at all. It'll be down inside their own 35-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Carlson. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Pulls it in. It's Patterson. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Lets it fly. Pulls it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. And that ball's free behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Good timing on the quick out. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. FIU will line up to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making sure there's no return on that one as the snap before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. On the ground, it's Edwards. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Now, 4th down.
UConn tries to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, UConn! What a grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's long. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Looking for room. It's Lawrence. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They go right back to him. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The offense will stay out there to go for it on 4th down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. Floating away. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They're trying to get to it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He makes a grab. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. This UConn offense really has it going. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Huskies! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Florida International offense is back on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Sports across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Carlson. Pocket starts to collapse. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
FIU will line up to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Porter. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
On the move, it's Edwards. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snowed under by the defense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They're hoping for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead's still sitting at 13.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Picks up 1. Offense facing 4th down.
Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, going to the air. Time to take a shot. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position. Excellent field position here for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
To advance on the football.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Shakes off the tackler. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Can't get him to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. A 3rd and long coming up here. Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
No special teams unit headed to the field again. They'll go for it for a 7th time. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. And the defense snatches it, and they've reversed the field.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still... They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Back to pass. It's Carlson. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He's got it, and they convert. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner goes down. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Turns it on at field. Open runway ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Trying to power it in. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida International, 21.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back has it. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to pass. It's Carlson. And the quarterback is snowed under.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st down from the 40. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Out of the gun. The inside handoff. Looking for a crease. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Huskies have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. Smashes through. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. To the ground with the back. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Carlson. Quickly to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete to the right. Off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Panthers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No good on the two-point conversion. They tried to stretch his lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by one.
27, UConn.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UConn offense goes back to work. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He wants a big play here late. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. And still a one-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a one-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. Fourth quarter, I got to go make this happen.
And a decent game there before the defense makes a stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses, but this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
What's good, y'all? This shirt I have on now is ran by a special clothing brand called Underdog Clothing Brand. This clothing brand is for athletes and people who love to be fit. And not only that, it's a Christian clothing brand as well, man. So make sure you shop here, get your merch here. Powered by Jesus, a really cool shirt, man. And also, if you use my code at the bottom, our promo code at the bottom, Jesus Saves, you get 15% off on each purchase you buy from the store lifetime. So make sure y'all shop here, man. Really cool clothing brand, man. Jesus Christ is raising up mighty Christian clothing brands in this time, man. He wants to get his word across, man. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace. What's good, y'all? Y'all see this shirt here, Seek Jesus. Seek Jesus is a really awesome, cool clothing, Christian clothing apparel, man, ran in this world today, man. If y'all didn't know that Seek Jesus exists, man. Seek Jesus is a cool clothing brand ran by Christian owners and Christian businesses, bro. And it's a really cool brand where you can get really cool shirts, really cool things. It's awesome, bro. And so y'all go shop here at Seek Jesus, man, because Jesus wants to get his word across, man, not just in like preaching, but he also wants to get his word across in businesses too, because you may be in the gym or you may be out one day and somebody may see the word Jesus and they may be like, what does that mean? And so y'all go shop here, man. If y'all use the promo code HOMITRAY, is at the bottom here. I'm putting at the bottom. You get 15% off of each purchase, man. So y'all shop here, man. Jesus Christ loves y'all, bro. Y'all have a God bless day, man. Peace.